Welcome back to Academy of English Excellence. I am glad you are still here with me. This is part 28, The People You Become Through Discipline.
Take a deep breath.
Relax. And let's continue our journey. Up to this point, we have talked about habits. We have talked about consistency. We have talked about motivation and commitment. But now I want to discuss something deeper. I want to talk about identity. Most people focus only on results. They want better health. They want more money. They want better English. They want a better career. Those are wonderful goals. But goals are only part of the story. The real transformation happens when you become a different person. Think about someone who wants to learn English. At first, they focus on vocabulary. They focus on grammar. They focus on speaking practice. But something interesting happens over time. They slowly become a learner. Learning becomes part of who they are. That identity is powerful. The same thing happens with discipline. At first, discipline feels difficult. You have to remind yourself. You have to push yourself. You have to stay focused. But after enough repetition, something changes. You no longer force yourself to act disciplined. You become a disciplined person. That identity changes everything, because people naturally act according to who they believe they are. If you believe you are lazy, your actions will often reflect that belief. If you believe you are disciplined, your actions begin to match that belief. This is why every small action matters. Every time you choose discipline over excuses, you cast a vote for the person you want to become. Every time you keep a promise to yourself, you strengthen your identity. Every time you continue despite discomfort, you reinforce your character. The goal is not simply to achieve success. The goal is to become the kind of person who creates success naturally. Part 29. Discipline and confidence work together. Many people say, I will become disciplined when I have more confidence. But confidence does not usually arrive first. Confidence is often the result of action. Imagine someone learning to swim. Do you think they feel confident before entering the water? Probably not. They become confident after practice, after repetition, after experience. The same principle applies to every area of life. Confidence grows when you prove to yourself that you can handle challenges. Confidence grows when you keep promises. Confidence grows when you continue despite fear. The more disciplined you become, the more evidence you collect. You begin to see yourself differently. You start saying, I can do difficult things. I can stay committed. I can keep improving. Those beliefs become stronger over time. That is why discipline is one of the greatest confidence builders in the world. Not because it makes life easy, but because it proves you can handle difficult things. And that knowledge changes how you see yourself forever. Part 30. Stop waiting for the perfect mood. Let us talk honestly for a moment. How often do people say, I don't feel like it today? Maybe they do not feel like exercising. Maybe they do not feel like studying. Maybe they do not feel like working. Maybe they do not feel like practicing English. The problem is that feelings are unpredictable. Some days you feel energetic. Some days you feel tired. Some days you feel focused. Some days you feel distracted. If your actions depend entirely on your mood, your progress will always be inconsistent. Imagine if a pilot only flew an airplane when feeling inspired. Imagine if a doctor only helped patients when feeling motivated. Imagine if a teacher only taught students when feeling excited. The world would stop functioning. Professional people learn an important lesson. They respect commitments more than feelings. They understand that feelings change. Responsibilities remain. Self-discipline means learning to act even when your emotions are not fully cooperating. You acknowledge your feelings, but you do not allow them to control your entire life. That is maturity. That is growth. That is discipline. Part 31. Learning from failure instead of fearing it. One reason people avoid discipline is fear. Specifically, fear of failure. They think, what if I try and fail? What if I make mistakes? What if people judge me? Those fears are common. Almost everyone experiences them. But here's something important to remember. Failure is not the opposite of success. Failure is often part of success. Every skilled person was once a beginner. Every expert was once inexperienced. Every successful person has made mistakes. Many mistakes. The difference is that they kept going. Imagine a child learning to walk. The child falls repeatedly. Nobody expects perfection. Nobody says, well, you fell down. I guess walking is not for you. Of course not. The child gets up and tries again. That is how learning works. That is how growth works. That is how success works. Failure becomes valuable when it teaches you something. Failure becomes useful when it helps you improve. Failure becomes powerful when it strengthens your determination. Do not fear mistakes. Learn from them. Use them.
Grow because of them.
Part 32. Protecting your focus in a distracted world. We live in a world filled with distractions. Notifications, messages, videos, advertisements, social media, entertainment. Information is everywhere. Attention has become one of the most valuable resources in modern life. Every day, countless things compete for your attention. The challenge is not finding information. The challenge is staying focused. Many people spend hours reacting to distractions. Then they wonder why they never make progress on important goals. Focus is a skill, and like every skill, it can be developed. Start by creating periods of uninterrupted work. Even 20 minutes can make a difference. Turn off unnecessary notifications. Put your phone away. Focus on one task at a time. Single tasking is becoming rare, but it is incredibly powerful. When you give your full attention to one thing, the quality of your work improves. Your productivity improves. Your learning improves. Your results improve. Discipline protects focus. And focus creates progress. Part 33. The quiet power of consistency. Consistency is not exciting. It does not create dramatic headlines. It rarely receives applause. Yet consistency is one of the most powerful forces in the world. Think about water. A single drop seems insignificant, but thousands of drops over time can shape stone. Consistency works the same way. A few pages every day become many books completed. A few dollars saved regularly becomes significant savings. A few minutes of practice each day become expertise. People often look for dramatic breakthroughs, but breakthroughs are usually built on countless ordinary days. Days when nobody was watching. Days when progress felt slow. Days when discipline mattered most. Never underestimate consistency. It is often more powerful than talent, more powerful than intelligence, and more powerful than motivation, because consistency keeps working long after motivation disappears. Part 34. Choosing your future every day. Every day you make choices. Some choices seem small, very small, almost insignificant. But those small choices create your future. Choosing to read instead of scroll. Choosing to exercise instead of postpone. Choosing to learn instead of waste time. Choosing to save instead of spend unnecessarily. These choices accumulate. They build momentum. They create outcomes. Your future is not created in one dramatic moment. It is created in ordinary moments, repeated again and again. This is good news, because it means you do not need to change everything today. You simply need to make one better choice, then another, then another. Over time, those choices create a different life, a stronger life, a healthier life, a more successful life, a more fulfilling life. Part 35, a message to the person listening right now. I want to speak directly to you for a moment.
Yes, you.
The person listening right now. Maybe you have tried to become disciplined before. Maybe you started strong and lost momentum. Maybe you made promises to yourself and failed to keep them. Maybe you feel frustrated. Maybe you feel discouraged. If that sounds familiar, I want you to know something. Your past does not determine your future. A difficult week does not define you. A failed attempt does not define you. A mistake does not define you. Every day gives you another opportunity, another chance, another beginning. You can start again. You can improve again. You can grow again. You are not behind. You are not finished. You are not out of chances. As long as you are breathing, you can move forward. One step, one habit, one decision at a time. That is how transformation happens. Not through perfection, but through persistence. Part 36. Closing thoughts for Part 4. As we come to the end of Part 4, I want you to remember the most important lesson. Self-discipline is not punishment. Self-discipline is self-respect. It is choosing actions that support your future. It is choosing growth over comfort. It is choosing progress over excuses. It is choosing long-term rewards over short-term distractions. Every disciplined action is an investment in your future. Every positive habit is a gift to your future self. And every small improvement matters, far more than you realize. Thank you for continuing this journey with me. This is Academy of English Excellence. Keep believing in yourself. Keep learning. Keep growing. Keep showing up. And I will see you in next episode, where we will bring everything together and finish our complete journey into the secret to self-discipline.